It's your boy Zulu King Street fam. Y'all know what it is, man. Yo, it's brick outside, man. Florida right now. Usually it be cold. Everywhere else we be we be hanging out. You know what I mean? It's brick out though, even with the sun shining. Florida's like that, yo. Florida, it be mad brick in the morning. You leave with a coat. You leave with everything. And just start taking your stuff off during the day. Now you're walking around with jackets and hoodies and all that in your arms because it done got hot. So in Florida, you get all the seasons in one day, you heard? It'll be cold, sunny, autumn, spring, all that in one day, you heard? So yo, I'm gonna give y'all a story today. Dog. About when I got caught with a blicky, right? So I was on bail for a gun charge, right? I had a gun charge and I bonded out for it. Now I wasn't a convicted felon, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't a convicted felon yet. So I could have not been a convicted felon if I knew my rights. You know what I'm saying? Back then, like, you could walk around with a gun in Florida. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have a gun if you're not a felon. You feel me? You can't conceal it though. You know what I mean? It's got to be like put up in your glove box or something like that in the car. You can't walk around concealed. So, you know, I caught a gun charge. And they try to boo me up, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you know, you're going to prison and all this and that. But really, you got the right, like, to bear arms and shit. So, I get a lawyer. His name was Michael DeCembrio. Anybody knows in Orlando, Michael DeCembrio, if you ever had him, you know who I'm talking about. He looked like a mobster, you know what I'm saying? A little shorter, man, this dude keep hitting the goddamn brakes, bro. Little short, stocky Italian dude with a long ass ponytail. Always had the Armani suits on and all that. Had a Maserati. He was a little fly dude. You go to his office and it was all red. He had buckets of champagne, Scarface on the wall, you know, that type of lawyer. Rest in peace to Michael DeCembrio, man. He passed away. So, I think it's Decembrio. I might be saying it wrong. So anyway, I'm out on bail for a gun charge. Y'all seen when you talk about how King Yeller told on his baby moms and all that? Listen, man. A lot of street dudes do that, man. You know what I mean? A lot of street dudes do this. And it ain't telling on your baby moms or none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? These are like loopholes that street niggas use, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you in the streets and you a felon, your baby mom's is not a felon, she gonna buy the blickies. You know what I mean? So that's just how it go. You know what I mean? And she can have them and you can't. But y'all riding together. You know what I'm saying? So listen. So I'm on bail for a pistol charge. So I'm chilling in the hood. And I'm chilling with my homie, you know what I'm saying? And the homie Jack. And my homie Jack, he a maniac from Chi-Town. He from the Twilight Zone. So he doing this 1-2. I ain't had no weed. So I ain't had no weed the whole day. I just been smoking Jack shit, you know what I'm saying? I ain't had no weed the whole day. I had to get some weed, but I ain't had none. So we walked to the corner store because the corner store is like right there. There ain't no reason to jump in your car and go to the corner store. I used to walk to the store and walk all over right there, a little spot, and I had 5 cars, you know what I'm saying? At that time. So I walked to the store, but he's like, yo, hold up, I'm dirty. I don't remember this because I was on bars. You know what I'm saying? I had took a whole bunch of Xanax and shit and I was barred out. So I don't remember this. But he told me later, you know what I'm saying? He's like, bro, before we went to the store, I remember that I put something in your car under the seat. because we was walking to the store and I didn't want to walk dirty. So I was like, all right, cool. He put it in the car, we chilled, we smoked, we hung out, whatever. When I left, we was both so wasted, I forgot that I had the shit in my car. To me, I still didn't have nothing in the car, you know what I'm saying? Because I know I didn't have nothing. But he's telling me he put something in the car. And that's like an argument to this day. I'm like, bro, you ain't put that in my car. He's like, bro, I'm telling you, man. So anyway, boom. I'm driving to Kissimmee. My trap was in the O in Orlando, but I was staying in Kissimmee, you know what I mean? So I'm driving to Kissimmee. And I'm in you know, the Jimmy's, the GMC Jimmy SUVs. I had like a 100 green one on some Daytons. You know what I'm saying? I had like some 100 spoke or 120 spoke Daytons or something like that. So I think it was like 100 spokes or something like that. So I'm riding. I got them system pounding, boom, boom, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm trying to find a song, so I'm messing with the radio. I'm leaning like this, and I'm looking at the radio. I'm trying to put a song on. I must have swerved or something like that. Boom. So the boys jumped behind me, and they put the lights on me. Boo! Now, I'm out on bail, like I said. I'm out on bail for my first gun charge. You know what I'm saying? And I got a lawyer. I got Michael Decembrio. So, boys pulled me over. I'm on OBT and 192. So they like, you know why I stopped you and all this and that bullshit. Yeah, you was swerving and all this and that. Blah, say blah. So, they like, where you going? You know, all this and that. I tell them I'm going to the crib. Excuse me. And they want to search my car and shit. So like, what's going on? I'm like, what you mean? So my car had a bullet hole in the fender by the front window. It had a bullet, you know, like a bullet hole, like a ricochet. So they're like, you know, do you got any weapons in the car? No, this and that. Now, you know, the armrest right here, the little armrest. The armrest got a black box on the inside of it. You know what I'm saying? When you take the black box out of it, you know what I'm saying? There was a blicky, you know what I'm saying? Up by the gears. You know what I mean? By the little shifter in there, and the black box was set back in there, and you know, whatever. So they want to search the car and all this and that. They saying my car smell like weed. That's the first thing that came out of his mouth. This is like what they want to use for probable cause. This is the most famous line you're ever gonna get for probable cause, is the car smells like marijuana. So when he said that, I was like, yo, this cat lying, dog, because I ain't had weed all day. You know what I'm saying? I was smoking jack shit. And I ain't smoked, it's been like 3 hours, 4 hours since the last time I smoked. He should have said, you smell like alcohol, because I'd have believed him. You know what I'm saying? So when he said, oh, your car smell like weed, I said, oh, he was the bullshit. He trying to get up in the whip. Because I ain't been smoking in the car, and I ain't smoked in the car or nothing. So they want to search the car because the car smell like weed. So, you know, they found some weed under the seat, bagged up in baggies, like intent to sell. So I'm like, yo, that shit ain't mine. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't had no weed. Oh, nah, this and that. And they found a bullet casing, empty bullet casing they found in the car. So then my fender got a bullet hole on it. So now they like, yo, what's going on? Somebody tried to shoot you and you shot back because there's an empty bullet casing in your car. So they're tearing up the car. My phone ringing. I did a video back in the days. I mean, I did a video probably a couple of weeks ago where I said the dude told the police that I was a Latin king and all that stuff like that. That it wasn't true, you know what I'm saying? It's not true, you know what I'm saying? But he had owed me money, and he told the police I was a Latin king. Well, his name was 50. He was a Crip. He looked like 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying? So we called him 50. So 50 calling the phone, because at that time, I was giving 50 work. So 50 calling my phone. Police got my phone now. So they're like, who's 50? Who's 50? I said, yo, I don't even know. They're like, you don't know? How you got somebody saved in your phone and you don't know the number? I don't know, bro. I don't know who 50 is, bro. You know what I'm saying? So they go up in the armrest or whatever. They find the gun. Right? So they're like, oh, we found the gun, this and that. You got an empty bullet casing on the floor. You got a bullet hole shot in your fender. You know what I'm saying? You've been in a shootout, blah, blah, blah. We're calling throughout the whole area of Kissimmee, Osceola County, all over Osceola County to see has there been reports of a shots fired of a shootout. You know what I'm saying? So they messing with me. So I'm like, man, that gun ain't mine, dog. I said, yo, listen, that car's not mine. That gun ain't mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, whose gun? That's my baby mom's gun. The gun's under her name. It's a legit gun. You know what I'm saying? The car's under her name. My car's in the house. So I tell the police, I'm like, I got a 72 Dodge Dart that I used to drive around in. So I was like, this ain't even my car. This is my baby mom's car. We had some family over and they had kids. So she put the gun in the car, you know what I'm saying, to hide it from the kids because the kids was running in and out the house. And, you know how kids are. They get in the car, play around, they get out, they, you know, all that. So she put it in the car. And I took her car. I didn't take my car. So my car's at my house. I took her car and I didn't know the gun was in here. So they're like, oh yeah, well what about the shooting, the hole in the fender, blah, blah. My phone rings now. So is my baby mom's. So he's like, yo, who's so-and-so? I'm like, yo, that's my baby mom's. Answer. She'll tell you that the gun is hers. You know what I'm saying? So the police is like, oh yeah? I'm like, yeah. So he answered the phone. Boom. So he's like, yeah, no, this ain't him. This is officer so-and-so. Blah, blah, blah. I got your car right here. They already had a tow truck there. You know what I mean? I got your car right here. We got him in your car, and there's a firearm in the car. And he's like, do you own a firearm? So she was like, I own many firearms. She told him I own many firearms because I could hear her. So he's like, oh, you do? He's like, yeah. So he was like, but what kind of firearm is it in the car that's in the car right now? She tells him exactly what gun's in the car. He's like, oh, okay. Well, I'm still taking him to jail for the gun and the car. The car has a bullet hole in it. He's been in a shootout, you know, whatever. He still take me to jail, dog. Even though she told him the gun is hers, the car's hers. She forgot it in the car. You understand what I'm saying? We got the same story. It's not my gun. This is her car. It's her gun. I didn't know the gun was in there. I just borrowed her car and I dipped. You know what I'm saying? Because I couldn't get to my car because there was other cars in the driveway. So I took her car. I didn't know the gun was here. She tells you that the gun's hers. She tells you exactly what kind of gun it is. You've been harassing me for 45 minutes out here, questioning me about what's going on. So you know what? I ain't texted. You have my phone. You know what I mean? So, but the cop still wanted to be an asshole and take me to jail. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all was talking about King Yella snitched on his old baby moms, that gun was hers and all this and that, man, that goes on every day in the hood, bro. It ain't nobody snitching on their baby moms, bro. It's cats that baby moms they're legit and they can carry a gun. So that's how that play's made. Ain't no snitching on your baby moms. You know what I'm saying? The baby moms knows usually what's going on. She gonna buy a gun. You gotta be protected somehow. One of us gotta be able to hold a gun. You know what I'm saying? So the guy takes me to jail. He tows the vehicle. He never found out anything about no shootout. You know what I'm saying? He never found out. He had the empty bullet casing of the gun. Never heard that about a shootout or nothing. So he still decided to take me to jail. Tows the car. Takes me to jail. Now I ain't got no bond status. I'm locked up. I can't bond out. My lawyer comes see me. Mind you, let's say this happened on a Friday night. Right? This happens on a Friday night. For example, you know what I'm saying? I don't even think it happened on a Friday night because let's say Monday. This happened like a Monday night, right? Monday night, yeah. I go to court for my first gun charge. This is my second gun charge. But I'm not a convicted felon yet because I caught my first gun charge And I go to court. I got arrested, let's say a Monday night. I was going to court Wednesday morning. I was going to court for my first gun charge. So Monday night, 2 days before my first court date for my first gun charge, I catch another gun charge. So I'm still not a convicted felon, you know what I'm saying? So my lawyer comes sees me the next day in jail, and he's like, "You're an idiot." I remember that's the first thing he said. He said, "Boy, you an idiot. Boy, is you stupid?" I'm like, "What?" He's like, "What you riding around with a gun for if you going to court for a gun in 2 days, bro? You got 2 days you go to court." You know what I'm saying? And he basically was like, "Yo, I had that beat." You know what I'm saying? Like, I had that. You was gonna be good. You wasn't gonna have no conviction, no nothing. And you catch another gun charge, bro, right before your court date. Like, he's like, "Yo, you bugging, man." I remember December he told me that, man. He was cracking on my ass, boy. He's like, "Boy, you dumb as hell." So yeah, man. That's how I caught my second gun charge. You know what I'm saying? That's how I caught my second gun charge. They ended up putting them both together. I still wasn't a convicted felon because they did a withhold of adjudication. You know what I'm saying? They did a withhold of adjudication, so I still was not a convicted felon, even though I had those 2 gun charges. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So this story, when I heard about Yella and his baby moms, it reminded me of this story, man. You know what I mean? And I was like, man, I think y'all just reaching, man, because this happens all the time, bro, in the streets, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a million cats in the streets that got issues under their baby mom's names, you know what I'm saying? And if they get caught, they be like, "Yo, that ain't mine, that's my baby mom's." Because she could get the gun back and everything, you know what I'm saying? I done had it happen to me before. You know what I'm saying? I done had it happen to me before where they done took a gun, you know what I'm saying? And they had to give it back. They took an AK-47 and they had to give it back, you know what I'm saying, to my baby moms. You know what I mean? They give it back to you in a box. It's taped up. It says evidence on it. And they shoot it. And they try to match it to any ballistics that's happening in any crime. If they don't match to no ballistics, they give it back to the owner of the person. But anytime they take a gun from a civilian, they got to give it back. I think it's like 90 days or something. They keep it and then they give it back to them. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I just wanted to hit y'all with that little story, man. My second gun charge and how I caught my second gun charge. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, listening to that King Yella story kind of reminded me of that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, they caught your boy 2 days before I was going to court for a pistol charge. They caught me with another pistol. Ain't that some shit, bro? Ain't that some shit? I ain't had no luck, boy. I ain't had no luck. Bullet hole. I had a bullet hole in the fender. You know what I'm saying? Right by the front of the hood of the fender, right there, that little curve. You know what I'm saying? Empty bullet casing in the car. And they found the weed. My homeboy told me, man, he put the weed in the car. He said, "Bro, that was me, man. I put it in the car, man. My bad, dog." But they found the weed, and that's what started the whole damn thing, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just a little story time I wanted to share with y'all, man. It's your boys, Zulu King Street Fame. Gotta know what it is, man. We all gas, no brakes. If you ain't gonna be good, be safe, you heard? And it's New Year's weekend, man. Y'all stay safe out there. You know the boys is out there. DUI checks, all that. If you gonna be shooting, don't shoot in the air, shoot in the ground, man. You know what I'm saying? Shoot in the ground, man. Get yourself a bucket. You know what I'm saying? Dig a hole, stick the bucket in there with that foam from the mattress. You know what I'm saying? That shit that they sell in the stores, the little foam stuff. Put that shit in there and dump off in the bucket. If you feel the need to be shooting on New Year's Eve, shoot in the bucket on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Don't be shooting in the air, you know what I'm saying, where that shit come down and hit somebody else in your own hood. I seen the video of some jits. He was about to shoot straight up the street. Dude had to tell him not shoot in the air. He shot in the air. He was about to shoot straight up the street, like straight direct, straight in front of him. Like, don't do no dumbass shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Shoot in the ground or don't shoot at all. You know what I mean? It's your boys, Little King Street Fame. Y'all know what it is, man. We all gas, no brakes. If you ain't gonna be good, be safe, you heard?